3 tips on how to become a magnetic speaker. Well, in this particular video, I'm going to share the 3 things, the 3 important ways by which you can captivate your audience and become a speaker who is capable of hooking his or her audience. So watch this video till the end if you want to gain maximum benefit out of it. Hello, I'm Ishani Gupta, radio anchor and a public speaking coach. Now, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you feel that this video is of any use, definitely hit the subscribe. So it is up to you. So let us begin with this particular video. The first most important thing that you should keep in mind is the introduction of your video. By that, I mean the first 15 seconds of the introduction. So not even the complete introduction. Most crucial is the first 15 seconds. And I'm sure you might have read and heard a lot about this, that the first 15 seconds are the most important one to hook your audience. And let me tell you why. This happens because when the audience is sitting and a presenter comes and is ready to present, the audience is usually curious to know what the speaker has to offer to them. Okay, so their attention is at the highest point at this particular moment during the beginning of the presentation. And that is when they are going to decide, the audience is going to decide if they are going to listen to you completely or not. That is what they are going to decide right in the beginning, just while you are beginning to speak. So what you're supposed to do is prepare your introduction in such a way, especially the first 15 seconds in mind. Keep that in mind, the first 15 seconds. Make sure that you hook your audience right in the beginning. If you manage to do that, then definitely your audience is going to stay till the end. Now, by first 15 seconds, what I mean is you have to build that connection with your audience, that rapport right in the beginning, something that should be relatable to your audience. The audience should feel, okay, he or she is just like us, and his or her story is relatable to me. I know what he's talking or she's talking makes sense. I can relate to it. And I guess whatever he or she is going to speak further is going to be of some value to me. So I must listen to this person keenly, intently. Okay, so that is the psychology going in the minds of your audience. So when you start with a strong introduction, a powerful introduction to captivate your audience's attention right in the beginning. Now, the second most important factor that you should keep in mind is the energy levels. Yes, a lot of speakers are really dull and boring. They have a monotonous tone. They speak at a single pace. Maybe they are speaking in a very low volume. They might be speaking without any variation in their voice. And that is what puts the audience to sleep. The audience just loses the entire interest. So even if you are making a very powerful introduction, but when you proceed further and you are just speaking in a very dull way, in a very boring way, then of course you're not going to retain the audience's attention. Just grabbing the attention is not your end goal. You should also make sure that you are retaining the audience's attention throughout your presentation. Okay. Now, when it comes to energy levels, I'm going to give you the example of powerful speakers like Les Brown, Vivek Bindra. These people, if you have heard them, go and listen to these people. They have really powerful voice. They have high energy levels, okay? Even if you have a soft voice, but if your energy levels are high, then people are going to listen to you because energy is very contagious. So if you have high energy levels, you're going to infect your audience with the same energy levels as yours. So that is why you should keep in mind that you have very high energy levels. Now, next, we move on to the third most important point, and that is stories and examples. You should keep in mind that whenever you are presenting, you have loads and loads of stories in your presentation. So you need not have a very long story. You can have short and crisp stories to support your arguments, because as human beings, we love stories. Since our childhood days, we had our grandmothers, our mothers telling us stories, but the same interest stays with us till our adulthood, which we may or may not realize, but we still love to hear stories. So that is why you will find that the most powerful speakers are those who are great storytellers. Let me give you a few examples. Whether it is Oprah Winfrey, whether it is Nick Vujicic, they have stories to share with the people. They are motivational speakers because they share stories from their personal life. Even Sandeep Maheshwari, these people have stories to share. So always remember that if you have the mix of these three things, if you focus on these three most powerful things in your presentation, in your speech, then I can guarantee that you are going to improve your presentation or your speech drastically. Whatever you might be doing right now, you are going to see a major improvement in your presentation if you incorporate these three important aspects, these three important factors. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you really did, definitely hit the thumbs up button if it was of any use to you. And I'll see you next time with another tip. Bye-bye.